what is your biggest secret to become
more confident?
Be more fearless and take chances to step up where maybe people are hiding.
Yep. So, you know how earlier I said I don't know how to teach you empathy? Because I don't. I used to answer this question the same way. And then the cool thing about life is you get wiser, you watch, and something breaks through. And I actually have an answer for this, and I don't say it a lot, and I'm super pumped you asked me, so thank you. You need to do two things. You need to start hanging out with people that are overly confident. You need to look around your world, friends of friends, go to meetups, look in your office, remember a friend from college or high school. You need to become friends with more people that are confident, and tomorrow you have to cut out one of your friends who's pessimistic and negative out of your life. Not totally, but you don't need to talk to her or him 3 times a day, maybe 3 times a month. This is an energy game.
So are there something that when you are thinking about it, you are still afraid of?
I'm afraid of snakes. I'm not afraid of anything emotionally other than death. Even that, I'm starting to finally get there in the last 2 or 3 years. Nothing emotional. Nothing emotional. I'm afraid of the health of my family.
The health of your family.
That's it. The only thing I ever is thinking that my kids and wife are flying to Florida the other day, and what if that plane, that's tough. But only that extreme. I don't think anybody can do anything to me, which puts me way ahead of everybody. I do not believe that anybody can do anything to me. And that is more about me taking responsibility more than anything else. Once you eliminate that, once you don't think anybody else has any effect on you, once I have something else, which is the cousin to that makes me strong. I don't expect anything from anybody, and I've never done anything ever in my life with an expectation of something in return. That's ahead of 99% of people.
But when you started, there must be something you were scared of, where you just was, oh my God, I cannot handle this.
No.
People, no?
The only thing that was different when I started professionally than everything I just told you is I was fearful that people would feel that my dad handed it to me and I would never get the credit I deserved. But that was a 17-year-old mindset that evolved pretty quickly. I took care of that in the first 24 months by growing the business from 3 to 20 million like that.
Okay. Yeah, so thank you so much, Gary.
You're welcome. Listen. For all of you, 2 new friends that are confident and positive, cut out 1 person that's negative, including if that's your sister. I'm being fucking serious.
Already did.
Good. I mean it. It's not like you cut them out and you never talk to them, but you have to reframe the conversation because negative energy, misery loves company, is the currency that nobody is talking about. That's how you get more confident. You're around people who want you to win and they make you... I'm doing it for you. For my hardest core fans, I'm the one doing it for you. I'm so confident that you know why I have made more people do things? Because we create such an intimate relationship in the way that I'm producing content and interacting with you that there's almost a weird friendship even though I don't know you yet. So that if you fail, you feel like you could be like, Gary, you could blame me. And I love it. I'll take every blame.
Should I let somebody else do it first and then learn from all the mistakes? Or should I just go head first and learn from my own mistakes, but then somebody else will learn from my mistakes and go faster?
Why can't you learn from your mistakes first and go faster too?
Well, because until now, I wasn't attached. I started 2 organizations.
No, real quick. Not the personal mental question.
Yeah.
You said that you're going to go, you painted a picture and you said, and what I'm worried about or debating is if I go first, somebody's going to see the mistakes I make, they'll go second and faster, and I understand, everybody, the early bird gets the worm, the second mouse gets the cheese, right?
Yeah.
I understand the theory. It's very basic.
Because my market is there.
Let me tell you something you need to reconcile. No purebred entrepreneur ever thought about going second. So you have to wrap your head around that. When it wasn't money, you were deploying entrepreneurial tendencies. You weren't being an entrepreneur. So you've got to wrap your head around that. The fact that you're even debating it.
No, actually, I'm not. It's something that came up since I met you. Because you have applied all those things that you're teaching us on your own business, and you got better, and you're very good at saying, okay, 17 years ago I wasn't so good at it, I wish I could have done it better. And today people are doing it better because of your experience.
And so you should just do it.
Just do it.
Because the only thing, I can't see I don't know, we're not spending enough time here, unless you're worried about the failure
I'm
and
not.
other people's opinions.
Absolutely not.
Then you've created a fake narrative. Amazon and Google and me and others, we went first. We failed. Plenty of other people here, they went first. So forget about it. I didn't want to put myself with them. People that have won here have gone first, failed, fixed it, and gone faster before anybody. You've created a fake narrative that somebody's going to be second. First of all, nobody gives a shit about you.
True.
Or me.
True.
So nobody's really watching. So let's start with that. That should make it much easier for you to go first. Second of all, the person that goes first and fails 9 out of 10 times is the one that adjusts and goes fast again. This second mouse is not as cool as you think. 12 years ago, almost everything we talk about did not exist. Not Uber, not Facebook, not YouTube, not the iPhone, nothing. And so I implore everybody to understand what I'm trying to do in this talk, which is change your mental strategy of what you're gonna need to be successful. This is not about running a simple Facebook ad. This is not about learning what an underpriced or overpriced influencer is. This is all those things, but unless you have the mindset of patience and empathy and really understanding the reality of the marketplace, there are people here, my friends, there are multi-billion-dollar international companies that will be out of business in 5 years because of what's going on. Do you think your $8 million a year business is safe? The level of audacity of the entrepreneurs and business people in here who have a $50 million business and think they're good because they've been good for the last 15 years is extraordinary, and it is going to create a ton of carnage in the entrepreneurial and business landscape because the skill sets that it will take to survive this next 15 years are going to be extraordinary. Do you know how many of your friends are out of a job once people understand the power of AI and machine learning? I mean, do you understand the ramifications if blockchain ever actually hit full scale? It arbitrages out the need for countries outside of weapons. We are living through fucking crazy times. And people think it's like some silly update like the iPhone 10. This is not this silly shit. This is the most macro thing that has happened to human beings. In just 20 years of consumer internet, we have watched the internet tumble dictatorships, create new dynamics in the most powerful countries in the world, take down the biggest companies in the world. Amazon has become the biggest company in the world, or the potential biggest company in the world, by using Google Ads, the first 7 years of Google Ads. That's who the biggest advertiser was on Google Ads. Attention arbitrage. Where is your customer? What do they do? And why are you holding up what got you here instead of figuring out what you need to do to still be around? The great mental flaw of this room is that you put on a pedestal, if you're successful, what got you here, without realizing that is exactly what gives you no chance to be successful going forward. For all the accolades and all the cool things going on with me, nothing matters that I've done yesterday and behind. It is always having the level of humility to know the customer is right and to be religious about what the customer is doing and then providing value to the customer. Nothing else,